More than 50% of all household emissions are caused by private cars. An average of 1.5 people are driven in a car. That results in high emissions and fuel consumption per person. But can an alternative, which we are all familiar with, help us reduce our impact on the environment? No, not this one, they won't fix anything. Anyways, I'm talking about the bus. Let's find out. Firstly, let's talk about emissions. Buses are great at reducing them. But how do they release less emissions if they use bigger and therefore more polluting engines? Well, while it's true that one bus pollutes more than 2 or 3 cars, it can transport way more people. For example, if an average of 48 people are being driven in the bus, you would need 32 cars to do the same. Furthermore, if it drives every 15 minutes, it can carry as much as 128 cars could every hour. So, if you were to drive 30 kilometers with a car which would release 6 kilograms of CO2 emissions, bus would reduce that by staggering 50%. But how do buses compare to other kinds of transport? As you can see, cars are the biggest polluters here and buses contribute less than 1% of all transportation greenhouse gases. We should not forget that if there are less cars on the road, there is lesser likelihood of congestion, which is great as you are not wasting your life as much. Not only that, but idling in traffic releases tons of needless CO2 emissions. Secondly, they reduce the need for petrol. Less fuel usually creates less emissions. Because of public transport, USA saves around 40 million liters of gas per day, which can add up to 15 billion liters per year. Buses are also more affordable than a car. Average bus fares are around 1.5 euros per ride, which is around 60 euros per month. Just fuel for cars costs an average of 25 euros per week, which results a sum of 100 euros per month. So that saves you around 40 euros per month. Just imagine how many of these could you buy with that money. And we are not including maintenance, which can be expensive as well. The consequences of people using buses are that a lot less cars are needed. That means that we won't need as many parking spaces and road lines. That space could be used for plenty of things like shops, playgrounds or car parks. So if buses are so great for the environment, why aren't they being used more often? Well, the first issue is that buses are often late and their frequency is terrible, especially intercity ones. While this is a great excuse for being late, it's not if you shouldn't be late. That creates an incentive to take a car instead. But there is a solution. More buses reduce the amount of cars on the road. That reduces the chances of congestion. With higher demand, more buses would be needed, which would resolve the frequency problem as well. Second problem is the quality and tidiness of buses. Some older buses are in poor conditions. Engine on the back is very loud and some pieces are falling apart. But even if bus is maintained correctly, a lot of people are driving on that bus daily, so it gets dirty as a result. The answer to that issue is the same as the previous. More people using buses would create a larger demand to get them properly maintained and cleaned as well. Buses are ecological and also good for your wallet, so there is no reason for you not to try them. They won't harm you and you may actually enjoy it. Watch the left video which compares heavy and light car and the right one to buy quality clothes. Thank you guys so much for watching and remember that even small actions can have a big impact.